It's Game 7 of the 2017 Eastern Conference Finals between the Boston Celtics and the Washington Wizards. This series gave the fans plenty to enjoy. Big shots.
48 points for Thomas. Foul called and one. Isaiah Thomas has cracked 50.
Bigger shots.
Working against Bradley for three. John Wall! What a shot!
And even some fighting. And then more fighting.
Oubre goes after him. Oubre goes right at Olynyk. And we have an all-out scrum here at Verizon Center.
Yep, the Celts and the Wizards, they just didn't like each other. And it all came down to a Game 7 in Boston. The score is 85-79. And someone is about to become a legend. No, not this guy. The little guy is already a legend in his own right at this point. Having played one of the best offensive seasons in NBA history, Isaiah Thomas also led the Celtics to this moment in the series, with his heroic performances throughout the 2017 playoffs that started just hours after his younger sister China tragically passed away. Nope, our hero is going to be this guy. That's right, Kelly Olynyk, of all people. Okay, but how? Kelly Olynyk had always been an average at best basketball player. The thing is, the Celtics drafted him instead of Giannis Antetokounmpo back in the 2013 NBA draft.
Celtics general manager Danny Ainge was one of the first guys to scout the Greek freak.
But in the end, he went with Kelly Olynyk, saying the big man would be a complementary piece for the Boston Celtics. Olynyk had three-point range, had above average passing skills for a big, and was an overall versatile player. But he ain't no Giannis. Ever since joining the Celtics, Olynyk had been a key player in the rotation, but never really a starter, let alone a star. In his best season, just a year before, Olynyk averaged 10 points and 4 rebounds while shooting 40.5% from downtown. Even in the series against the Wizards, he hadn't really been himself, finishing with under 10 points in 4 of the 6 very competitive games. Till this point, Olynyk had only really made headlines because of the Battle of the Kellys. Back in Game 3 in DC, Kelly Oubre got ejected for knocking Olynyk to the ground after an illegal screen from the Celtics big man. Rivalry at its best. So, we now find ourselves in the fourth quarter of Game 7, where the Celtics have a chance to reach their first Eastern Conference Finals under Brad Stevens. Isaiah Thomas even talked about this before the game, stating how legends were born during these moments. And he was actually right, as he and both the Wizards' Bradley Beal were putting on a show, at least in the beginning.
Challenges Gortat for two. Beal, the floater.
But then, Kelly Olynyk stole the spotlight in the fourth quarter by hitting shot
Olynyk for two. Yes.
after shot
33 for Beal. It's a 5-point game. Olynyk.
after shot
Olynyk again.
after shot
Olynyk gets the roll. Olynyk
after shot. The big Canadian scored 12 points of his playoff high 26 points over a 3.5 minute stretch in the fourth quarter. Even IT couldn't have expected that much help coming from the Maple Man with the man bun. That kind of performance earned Olynyk a standing ovation from the Boston crowd. And even Kelly himself couldn't really believe it, having put on a classic playoff performance in front of a Celtics crowd who have seen everything. Olynyk was actually the first Celtic since Kevin McHale to score 25 points or more off the bench in a playoff game. Olynyk's performance stole the Wizards' will to live, and were by far his best minutes on the parquet as a Boston Celtic, which earned him a nice, fat contract just a couple months later when he signed with the Miami Heat in free agency.